Anyway, so for the past 4 months, I did a lot of stuff. One being is that I started a new school year in a new school, so it's fun and whatever. We had 2 days of orientation on a Thursday and Friday, and then the next week, Monday, was the first day of school. The classroom kind of looks like this, and there are tables for 6. So when I walked into the classroom for the first time, right in my field of vision was this girl that I talked to during orientation. And she was sat facing these 2 girls that looked like they were friends, and they were kind of like talking to each other already. So I kind of just walked towards the table, and then I sat next to her. After that, another girl walked in. She saw me, and I actually talked to her before during the orientation. So I think she saw me, she thought I was a familiar face, and she just decided to sit next to me. More time passes, and another girl comes, and she sees this girl that just sat next to me, and then proceeds to sit at the head of the table, which is the only empty seat. So there it is, a group of 6 girls vibing, and basically we kind of assigned our friend group like this. Alright, so basically there is me, the tall one, the shorter than me one, the same height as me, and then the 2 besties. That's basically our friend group. We went to lunch together on that same day, and then we had breaks together, so then we kind of just started hanging out with each other like that. I like to think of myself as a pretty extroverted person. However, the amount of introductions I had to do that week to the same group of people was insane. Every day was different teachers, and they wanted to know our names, so we had to do an introduction for every class of that first week. That's 5 days of saying like, hi, my name is this, and my favorite thing is this, or like whatever, I don't know, I just ugh. But then after like 2 weeks, we were talking to another girl, and she was invited by the tall one to join us for lunch. That's how she was added. After that, 2 dudes were hanging around and talking to the 7 of us, and then they also got invited into our group by a few of my other friends. So then there were 9 of us. At this point, I was a bit tickled by this because 9 of us is a lot. So I'm not against big group of friends, but it is the most stressful and annoying thing to travel in a big group like this around the school, or in fact anywhere. It is like we are a school of fish moving around and spreading out like a melted piece of cheese. We can't find seats that hold 9 people at the same time. But guess what? If you think 9 people is a lot, I was having a joint class, and my table had 1 girl from my friend group. We were talking to this girl that was sitting next to me. She was invited to eat with us for lunch. So long story short, another girl comes in. Now we have 10. 10 people. That's insane, okay? After that, another girl joins in, and now we are 11. 11 is a huge group, and I'm not going to lie, I do feel quite uncomfortable sometimes. I'm not sure why I can't seem to get close to majority of them, even though if you see our group, you'll probably be quite shocked and be like, oh, you guys look quite close. There are gonna be small groups in a group. I've rejected all after school outings with them because I live really far from school. When I leave school at 3:30, I reach home at like 5:15, and I don't really want to waste time at school when I could be at home chilling on my bed. No, I also kind of dread the idea of 11 of us in public. I do not want to deal with looking at the public and seeing them look at us like, oh my god, look, it's a group of 11 rowdy children walking around making so much noise. And then I find that for some reason I'm always the one telling everyone to like quiet down, because I don't know, I feel like they get so into the conversation sometimes that they're not aware of their surroundings. So they get really, really loud. And sometimes I feel like, what if me doing this is making them dislike me? I don't know, like it's a weird situation. Luckily, my friend from my old school also comes to this school with me, and I go to school with her in the morning sometimes, and we also go home together when we can. So it's nice having someone that I can confide in. So I guess the best thing to do in this situation is to just go with it. Like, I'm just gonna go with the flow, hang out with my friend from my old school, and just, I guess, hold my breath and see where it goes. So yeah, that's what's happening right now in my school.